The brain is a very complex organ and is made up of many different parts. Three parts that we will be focusing on are the cerebral cortex, the hippocampus, and the hypothalamus. These are each greatly affected by two diseases, one called Alzheimer's and the other narcolepsy.
Alzheimer's disease is a form of dementia that worsens over time. It affects memory, thinking, and behavior. This is the most common form of dementia, being 50 to 80% of all dementia cases. There is currently no cure.
The symptoms of Alzheimer's consist of memory loss, disorientation, and the ability to speak and write. Also, it affects your emotions and creates a poor sense of judgment. Patients that have Alzheimer's do not retain information well and will forget things as simple as a family member's name.
Alzheimer's causes the cerebral cortex and hippocampus to shrink due to the loss of neurons and synapses.
It also affects the digestive system. When diagnosed with a severe case of Alzheimer's, swallowing can become very difficult. This often leads to choking, which surprisingly can lead to pneumonia. This is caused when food or liquids enters the airway.
A study showed that over 5 million Americans are diagnosed with Alzheimer's. 1 out of every 3 seniors will die due to the disease, which makes it the 6th leading cause of death in the U.S.
First trip out of bed, and Uncle Sam's going to take his medications now, the 3 pills.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I got it.
It's 9:58 p.m. at night. Uncle Sam, where you going? Where you headed, Uncle Sam?
Kleenex.
You need Kleenex? You were just asleep at 9:45.
I was.
Yeah. Okay, it's 10:49 at night. Let's see. Uncle Sammy, where you going? Nowhere? You don't know where you're going? Well, you just went to bed about 10 minutes ago. Okay, it's 11:04 p.m. at night. And the light just went on here. Where are you going, Uncle Sam? It's 11:04 p.m.
I don't know.
Another disease that affects the brain is narcolepsy, which is an extreme tendency to fall asleep whenever in relaxing surroundings. Narcolepsy usually occurs between ages of 15 and 25, but can be apparent at any age.
Scientists and doctors have yet to find a cure for narcolepsy, but scientists believe that narcolepsy is caused by the lack of an amino acid known as hypocretin. Hypocretin is the chemical that signals sleep and wake signals.
Symptoms of narcolepsy include excessive daytime sleepiness, depression, and memory lapses. Cataplexy, which is the loss of muscle control, is triggered by emotions such as depression and excitement. Hallucinations are also another symptom which can occur while asleep, known as hypnagogic, and while awake, known as hypnopompic.
Narcolepsy will affect the muscular system as well. During an episode, all muscle control is disabled, causing one to become temporarily paralyzed.
Narcolepsy affects the hypothalamus, which is where the hypocretin is produced.
In the U.S., narcolepsy is more common in males with a 1.5 to 1 ratio. Also, during a mother's second trimester, a cold could ultimately cause narcolepsy in the child, considering that this is the time when the hypothalamus is being made.
For D. Dowd, staying active is important.
I try to take the dog for a walk at least 2, maybe 3 times a day.
Where you go?
I should really wear my helmet when I'm outside to be safer.
Rivers, come here. Come here. Here. Good girl.
I am scared to leave the house.
For D, simply walking the dog can become a nightmare, because D has narcolepsy.
In conclusion, narcolepsy and Alzheimer's both have a drastic impact on the human brain. Neither of these disorders have a cure yet, but hopefully they will in the future.